Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers. The evil empire of the Los Angeles Dodgers continues. Man, such crazy, crazy news. Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers on a 3-year, $69 million contract. Very similar to last year's Tanner Scott contract, but Tanner Scott got, I believe, 4 years, 72 million. They didn't do that well this year as the closer. A lot of people are saying he's going to bounce back, but man, it doesn't matter. It's Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz is here. He's going to bring those trumpets from the New York Mets over to LA. It's going to be really, really cool. But yeah, I want to talk to you guys about that real quick because, again, I want to talk to you guys about culture. It's the Dodgers culture. It's the Dodgers, what they're building. And later on, I'll talk about business at the end. But I want to talk to you baseball junkies, your baseball heads. I want to talk to you guys about first Edwin Diaz and baseball. Then I'll get into business. But man, Edwin Diaz, this signing is crazy. There's rumors circulating right now that Edwin Diaz turned down. He actually turned down the Mets telling him that they can offer him more money. There's rumors that he was lowballed by the New York Mets, which is funny because they just signed that player from the Yankees. That player is just such a huge player. I just don't remember the name off the top of his head, and I want to keep it live and uncut. I forgot his name. I made an error. Cool, whatever. Let's move forward. But yeah, Edwin Diaz, man, turned down some money. Reminds me of Yamamoto, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. A lot of people aren't talking about this right now. They're talking about how incredible Yamamoto is, how incredible he did in Game 6 and Game 7 of the World Series. A lot of people are talking trash. A lot of people also are talking trash. Remember them saying that Madison Bumgarner had a greater World Series performance when he won with the Giants in the early 2010s. But just remember this, though. Bumgarner had rest in between days. I think Randy Johnson also did it. But let's go back to Yamamoto. Yamamoto, people keep talking about what he did. No days rest. But the reason why I bring him up is because Yamamoto turned down more money. He turned down more money with the New York Mets, New York Yankees, and one other team. I forgot which team, but he turned down more money to join the Dodgers. He wanted to join that culture. He wanted to be a part of it. And now you're starting to see things come out that really make sense. Yamamoto, there was a video circulating on Twitter that Yamamoto and his agent were asking the Dodgers for an opt-out. And the Dodgers didn't want to do it. And then finally they gave in. And then after 6 years, they gave him an opt-out, I believe. So that's one thing. The other thing you're starting to see now is that Andrew Friedman at the winter meetings said something like the reason why the Dodgers are spending so much, it's not because they have so much money, it's because the players they have are so hungry that they want to leave a legacy, that they're all on board to leaving that legacy. And you look at these players they've signed, Yamamoto, Shohei Ohtani, who started it all. Well, Shohei Ohtani didn't start it all. The real person who started it all was Mark Walter, and then Andrew Friedman, and them doing these huge trades, getting Mookie Betts in place in 2019. I'm sorry, 2020, his first year with the Dodgers, he won a World Series. But yeah, Mookie Betts, champion. I know Mookie Betts had an off year. I believe he was under 800 for his OPS, on base plus slugging. I believe he was under 800, which is the first time I think in his whole career, I believe. But we know he had a bad year. If you know baseball, you know it's because he did a position change, full-time shortstop. I know he played shortstop last year, and then they got him out of there right away. But this year, he's been 100% our shortstop. And, people tell you all the time, you hear it in baseball, that shortstop is a young man's position in baseball. So him being 32, 33 years old, playing shortstop, it's a bit of a transition. And I think he was more focused on playing defense than hitting, unfortunately. But people like me, people like, all these other Dodger fans, all these real baseball fans know that Mookie Betts is the man. But them getting Mookie, so first Mark Walter buying the franchise, getting Magic Johnson, a proven winner in place, as one of the VPs, and then getting Andrew Friedman, Doc Roberts, and then just winning right away, right? Making the World Series in 2017, 2018, winning it in 2020. This is all before Shohei, right? That's the culture that they brought. So bringing Mookie in, a proven champion, and then Freddie Freeman in 2022 because the Braves won in 2021. Mookie Betts was going to get paid by a team. The Red Sox didn't want to pay him. The Red Sox traded him. Dodgers paid him right away. That first year in 2020, they gave him his huge 12-year contract extension. And then Freddie Freeman, after his 2021 with the Atlanta Braves, the Braves didn't want to give him 6 years because they had Matt Olson coming up. And they didn't want to give him 6 years, and the Dodgers did it. Blake Snell, he was a free agent. He signed a 1-year contract with the Giants. He's been a free agent, what, twice now, maybe 3 times now? He could have been extended by the Padres. He could have been extended by the Giants. The Dodgers got him. They swept him up. So the Dodgers, the Shohei offered his lucrative contract um, to the Angels. They passed on it. They said no. Max Muncy was with the A's. They cut him. He came to the Dodgers. Like, there's so many different things the Dodgers have done. They've kind of just taken players that the other teams didn't want. Like I said, the Red Sox didn't want to pay Mookie, or that's what's been said to us online and social media over the last 5-6 years. The Braves didn't want to give Freddie his 6 years. Blah blah. Like, that's all they've done is just taken players that were available, and then when they do make trades, they give away some great farm prospects, which the trades are fair. Some people even see the Dodgers as losing some of these trades because they give up so many assets. But what they don't get is that the Dodgers have another round of rookies coming up, another round of relievers coming up, all this stuff. But anyways, the reason why I'm saying this is because that's why Edwin Diaz joined the Dodgers. That's why he joined them. He joined them for probably less money because he knew the Mets were going to offer more. But he saw it. He wanted to be a part of their culture. He wanted to be a part of the evil empire, right? He wanted to be a part of this, and now he is. He is a part of this now. And just like Yamamoto, maybe even Blake Snell, taking less money to join the Dodgers because they want to be a part of that culture. So exciting to see what Edwin Diaz is going to do for the Dodgers. Hopefully we can re-sign Kopech. Hopefully Brusdar Graterol is healthy. Maybe we can bring back Evan Phillips. Tanner Scott hopefully has a bounce back year. But this will allow Sasaki to focus on being a starting pitcher. Also, too, it's going to focus Shohei Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Glasnow, whoever, Sheehan, unless we do a trade for Skubal. But it really is going to make the Dodgers really just focus on what they have to do positionally speaking. It's going to have them focus on their natural positions instead of trying to play something else. And hopefully in the World Series, hopefully that means that the Dodgers won't have to use their starting pitchers so much in relief roles. Hopefully Tanner Scott has a bounce back here in Edwin Diaz. And the last thing I want to end it with, this is business-wise. This is all culture, right? But every culture needs its pieces. Every culture needs people. The Dodgers had an opening. Their opening is they needed their own Mariano Rivera. That's what this is all about. And this is career development, leadership development. This is just awesome cultural thing, man. This is culture at its max. This is dynamic culture, right? The Dodgers needed their closer. They needed their own Mariano Rivera. They thought it was going to be Tanner Scott. It wasn't. Roki Sasaki kind of became kind of unreliable towards the last couple of games of the World Series. But he got it done. Yamamoto got it done. Blake Snell, Shohei, they all got it done, right? But they needed their Mariano Rivera. They needed their guy, and they got him. And at the same time, when you build a culture for your business, when you build a culture that people want to be a part of, you're going to sign these players like Yamamoto, Ohtani, Edwin Diaz. You're going to sign these players that are going to say no to more money just to join you, because they know by joining you, if you have a strong culture, if you know your product, if you know your processes, if you know your clients, if you know your market, if you know your industry, if you know all that stuff, and all your team members know that stuff, people are going to want to join you because they know if they join you, probably for less money to begin with, they know if they help you become something even bigger, the money's going to come. The money's going to come. The consistency is going to come, and the championships are going to come. And that's what Edwin Diaz has done. He saw an opening. The Dodgers want their Mariano Rivera. They have a great culture. He wants it. He's going after it. I believe that Edwin Diaz, I'm not going to compare him to Mariano Rivera because Mariano Rivera is one of the GOATs, but I think he's going to be the Dodgers' Mariano Rivera for this championship run that we've been on. And it's going to be amazing. And you need to do that for your business. You need to create a great culture that people want to be a part of, because then you can sign people like Edwin Diaz. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Brian Barrera, LC Innovation. And let me know if you like subscribe, and beat me up if you want. All right, guys. Take care.